Okay, we'll get you more updates on that story a little while later. Now, day before Prime Minister Modi's UK visit, protests against Narendra Modi have been gaining strength. The British Indian protesters from the Awaz network projected an image of Modi with a sword and a sign modified to look like the swastika. Now, this image was projected on the British Parliament with the words, quote-unquote, Modi not welcome, that was splashed across the walls of British Parliament. Different group of protesters are planning to come together to agitate in front of 10 Downing Street when Prime Minister Modi lands in London. Few Labour Party leaders are also likely to take part in it. Until 2012, Prime Minister Modi was barred from entering the UK over allegations of 2002 Gujarat riots. Narendra Modi will be the first Indian Prime Minister to visit the UK in nearly a decade when he lands on the 12th of November. Okay, let's just get in a quick word from Kalpana Wilson, who is the co-founder from awazuk.org. Kalpana, thank you so much for speaking to us on India Today. First of all, can you just authenticate and confirm to us that that image that was beamed on the walls of the British Parliament was indeed for real, because there were reports that it was edited and modified?
No, it was definitely a real image. The technology exists to project from these distances, and that's exactly what was done. It was projected from the Westminster Bridge.
And Kalpana, why exactly are you protesting against the Prime Minister's visit to the United Kingdom?
Well, we represent a whole range of organizations. Human rights organizations, South Asian community groups, women's organizations, students, academics, and so on. And we're all very angry about the increased climate of hate which Narendra Modi is promoting, the huge increase in human rights violations, the series of lynchings over the beef issue, which has been personally promoted by Modi right from his election campaign. The attacks on Dalits, for example, the burnings of 2 small children, where you had Modi's own minister, V.K. Singh, likening it to throwing stones at a dog, reflecting the real contempt for Dalits and minorities under this government, and of course the killings of rationalists. So we're standing with the people of Bihar, who have decisively rejected the BJP's politics of hatred. We're standing with the many artists and writers and scholars who have all returned their awards in protest. So we are really representing the voice of Indians in the UK who say that inviting Modi is not taking place in our name.
Right, Kalpana, what was the need to have beamed an image like this on the walls of British Parliament? I mean, you could have also carried out the protest in a peaceful manner, at Downing Street. Why the need for, this grand display of your protest? Do you feel that, because there is also argument, and there are some people saying that this is all done for publicity and more attention for your organization?
Well, of course, we need the world to know what we are doing. We are going to have a massive peaceful protest at Downing Street when Narendra Modi is meeting David Cameron. And there's going to be huge numbers from, the Indian community here, Dalit organizations, human rights organizations, and so on. And what this has done is to represent our message, which is that Modi is not welcome, and that what he's doing, what he's talking about, the kind of politics of hatred he's promoting, is not being done in our name. So that's why we projected the image, which was also done in a peaceful manner, certainly.
Right. Kalpana, Awaz organization is definitely spearheading the protest campaign against the Prime Minister, but we also got in a lot of reactions from the Indian diaspora where there is, palpable excitement and a level of anticipation. They are, in fact, looking forward to the Prime Minister's visit after such a long time. In fact, even British parliamentarians have echoed the same sentiment.
Yes, well, obviously, there is a section which is welcoming Modi, and David Cameron and the Conservative Party are welcoming Modi because they want to promote the interests of British corporates in India. And the organization I belong to, South Asia Solidarity Group, which is part of the Awaz network, is very concerned about the way in which Modi is basically selling off the country to foreign corporates, including British corporates. We're calling them the New East India Company. So those are the people who are very keen on welcoming Modi. But, there are a number of parliamentarians, quite a large number who are going to be with us, who are supporting our protests. And we now represent a very large section of Indians in Britain who are not happy with what Modi is doing, who are also unable to forget the Gujarat genocide, in which British citizens were killed, among the many who were murdered in Gujarat in 2002.
All right. Kalpana, thank you so much for joining us and speaking to us on India Today. That was, of course, Kalpana from the Awaz network, the organization that beamed that image that you're seeing on your screens on the walls of British Parliament, where that image said that Modi, the Prime Minister of India, is not welcome to the United Kingdom.
Ni pa ma ga sa ni pa ma ni sa pa sa जहाँ तक यादें याद आती रहेगी